Hi guys, I just wanted to talk for a little bit about the auditions. So I put into Canvas an assignment called Sides Auditions, and there's some stuff in there. So I attached all of the different PDFs, the different scripts. These are the sides. A side just means a short script, and the other thing I did is for two of the characters, Mr. Wormwood and Mrs. Wormwood, I made a little video of myself doing those or reading the lines for those characters so you can get an idea about the accents. So dialects are tough. Dialects require you to do a lot of extra research into how something is supposed to sound. So in this show, Mr. Wormwood and Mrs. Wormwood they're Cockney accents. They're like from the west side of London. They've got a really sort of a grungy kind of feel to them. You can look up movies where they have Cockney accents. So the thing that comes to my head right off the top of my head is My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady, the whole point of the show is that she's a Cockney girl who's trying to learn standard British, which is just standard British. And so the rest of the people in the show are going to speak in standard British to kind of make them seem very different. And Matilda, especially, should not sound the same as her parents. She really shouldn't sound the same way. So, and there's a lot of great shows that you can watch on Netflix. There's all sorts of English comedies and mystery shows that you can watch that will give you a good idea of what people are supposed to sound like. And if you have television, if you have what is the show called? Keeping Up Appearances. Keeping Up Appearances is a really good one to be able to watch to get a wide variety of British dialects. So you are going to choose a side to read for your audition and be memorized. Be memorized is the best piece of advice. But I am mostly, so if you're auditioning for Lavender, I care that you read Lavender's lines, okay? So especially if you're doing it from home, you can skip over the other people. They don't have to be there to actually, those lines don't actually have to be read. Matilda, there's a couple of different ones that I want to hear Matilda. Okay, so Matilda's got, she has got one where she's talking about the escapologist. That scene is important. It's kind of her big, see how it's got a big chunk of Matilda lines. And, but then there's also this scene right here, which is it's called the Mrs. Wormwood and Mr. Wormwood and Matilda. This is where Matilda has put peroxide in her dad's hair dye, and now he has green hair. And she's being very innocently saying, oh, I wonder if did you put peroxide in it? It's a cute little moment with her. And then also, it's again with the escapologist, and she's talking to to Mrs. Phelps as well. So those are the Matilda ones that we really kind of need to hear. Sort of her interaction with other people, but also some of her bigger lines together. Mr. Wormwood, that's the Wormwood household. That's the one I did. That there's a kind of horrible video of Mrs. Broberg trying to do a Cockney accent right off the top of my head. Bruce is easy. Bruce is just this paragraph. So if you were a boy and you're not sure what to audition for, that'd be a great one to audition for. This is Sergei. To the best of my knowledge, he is one of the Russians in this. So this is a Russian dialect. This is give it your best Russian dialect of something. So Mr. Wormwood is a stupid man and assumed that I was stupid too. So have some fun with it, think about what would a Russian person sound like. But that is Sergei, is how you say the name. escapologist. Escapologist has, oh, I always do that wrong. Escapologist has this section of lines, and it doesn't really matter what's happening on the rest of the page. And they have that section of lines, and it really doesn't matter what else is happening. So we don't necessarily need to hear all the other people in the scenes. And sometimes it becomes more about trying to get people to read the lines when they're not memorized on things, rather than it actually being about the about the show. And then there is I think this scene is hilarious with Mrs. Wormwood, Miss Honey, and Rudolpho. Absolutely hilarious. And I already talked about Rudolpho. He's a very he's sorry, someone is trying to call me, but I am doing this, so I need to not do that. Okay, and then Miss Honey. So on the Miss Honey, you really just, we're on this page, you don't need to do more than just where it says start and stop. And then I do want to see that same, have some people memorize the Miss Honey going into the Mr. Wormwood Rudolpho scene, just to show that she's such a smart person who's even got a little grasp of Italian. So anyway, there's that. So the auditions will continue tomorrow. I want every person to try auditioning, and please understand, so it's an assignment that we want everyone to do because it's so good for you. But we do need to know, I need to know for sure if you're an online learner, what you're doing at second quarter, okay? So, because we really can't cast people who are not going to be in class as roles. But if you are planning on coming back face-to-face at the semester, we can include you in the ensemble, and we can include you in the things at that point. So I need to know, either you're coming back face-to-face, or I'm transferring to Weber Online, which, if it wasn't clear, those are the options that are available. Everyone is going to either be put into face-to-face learning or transferred to another school, the Weber Online School.